You Latinos for Trump, come to the front.
So white South African refugees arrived to the United States this week. Their refugee status is also kind of weird, but we'll talk about that another time. Today, let's talk about their treatment, their portrayal. They are even greeted by a representative from the United States. Here they are all beat up from their hard journey here, but listen to what he says, because it's very telling.
Welcome to the United States of America. It's such an honor for us to receive you here today. This is the land of the free, and we know that all of you have faced... I'm Chris Landau. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm the Deputy Secretary of State of the United States. This is my friend Troy Edgar.
Yeah, I'm the Deputy Secretary of Homeland Security. Again, welcome.
Wow.
So great to have you guys here.
I know you've gone through a long flight. I'm so happy to see you with our flag in your hands, and that flag symbolizes liberty for so many of us. Many of us, our families have had a journey not that different from the journey that you are embarking on today.
Ironic.
My own father was born in Europe and had to leave his country when Hitler came in the 1930s and made his way to South America first and then eventually to the United States. So he is an immigrant who actually, was able to benefit from the many blessings of this country. And one of the reasons that I really wanted to go and work for the government is because I wanted to give back to this country that really brought freedom to my family and allowed us to escape a very difficult situation in another country. So, I want you all to know that you are really welcome here and that we respect what you have had to deal with these last few years. We respect the long tradition of your people and what you have accomplished over the years, and I am sure that you will be successful. As you know, a lot of you, I think, are farmers, right? When you have quality seeds, you can put them in foreign soil and they will blossom, they will bloom. And we are excited to welcome you here to our country where we think you will bloom, and we will hopefully allow you to have fulfilling lives for your children, and then we will bloom and we will benefit alongside you. So thank you very much.
He called them quality seeds. I guess the rest of us that don't match that complexion are not. Almost like they're sympathetic to one group, but the others they just call illegal aliens and tell them to go back to their country. It's almost laughable how welcoming they are and how different the treatment is. But I want this to be a conversation. Familia, what do you all think about what you heard? Let me know.
I just saw a video that Trump has brought in the white immigrants who are being poorly mistreated in their country, so he wants to save them. You Latinos for Trump, come to the front. Come to the front, you fucking disgraceful pieces of shit, you. What a fucking embarrassment you are to our people, to our culture, to our ancestors, who fought with their freaking lives against this very same regime that you got up, got dressed with your own right and your own free will, and voted for this fucking piece of shit president that's here now. And we all, as a whole, the Hispanic community, get looped in with you all. As, your people voted for him because you want to be white aligned so fucking badly. You know that when Christopher Columbus went to put the island of Puerto Rico, I'm talking to Boricos right now. When he went to the island of Puerto Rico, he found the Taino people to be so warm and welcoming and giving that he went back to Spain and told the king, give me 50 soldiers, I can take over the whole island. These people are giving to a fault. He went over there and captured all the natives, tortured, killed, sold, and raped the women. And you pieces of shit voted for the same type of motherfuckers. I'm so pissed. I can't even stop cursing. There's not even a word to describe what I think about you Latinos for Trump. Because you are disgraceful beyond measure. And to get a pat on the head that you didn't even get. You're nothing more than a whore for a white man. And I'm talking to men and women alike.
While this racist-ass administration terrorizes Latinos across America, some who have been here all their life have done the right thing, go to their appointments, to do the right things, and then be arrested at their appointments. And then some who just go to work and live their daily lives day by day, graduate from high school, go to college, not committing criminal acts, paying working jobs and paying taxes like everybody else. Yet this administration, they're racist ass thugs, go and kidnap these people, terrorize their kids, make their kids cry, and then we're going to welcome open arms these people right here. If this ain't all out racism, I don't know what is. Sickening, man. Sickening. And I shouldn't hold no ill will toward these people because it's not their fault. And I really wouldn't have no problem with them coming here if the other side was treated the same way. But this is about what it is. Make America white. And treat Latinos who have worked in this country and paid taxes like shit. But you Latinos for Trump, you're all the biggest fucking embarrassments to your old damn selves. Look at your fucking self in the mirror. Ain't nothing white about you, pendejo. Fuck Donald Trump and fuck his racist ass supporters.
So this is for all of my Latinos for Trump, which I will never forgive you for putting this man back in office. Especially because your roots, he was never going to pick you. Anyways, so remind me again how you guys were for a person that wanted to get all the people that didn't belong here or came here the wrong way. Why are we trying to fly back white South Africans? Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring in some white South Africans. If you don't get the message now, like, you guys are probably the type of people that, like, your ex told you that they needed to focus on themselves and you believe them. Like, that's the type of people that I believe you are, because this man was never going to pick you. He was never for you. And the fact that you fell for the BS is beyond me. This was never about getting criminals out. This was about getting people like them back in and back in control. So, like, that whole rhetoric, it was a lie. I don't know if you've noticed, because you guys have been very quiet. I haven't seen a single Latino for Trump come out and, like, defend their stance, because you have no stance. They want us out. We are the target, okay? And you were complicit in getting this man back into power. But it's fine. Like, we'll have a whole therapy session about it. But, yeah, it's very clear what they're trying to do. And you know what? Like, you can still, like, make amends, but you have to start standing up. Like, you have to start speaking up. Just like you were so loud to defend this man, like, we need you now to step up and get united with us and back our community up and step up, because it's getting more radical out here. And they're only doing it step by step. They were never going to come out like in, like, you know, Star Wars Death Troopers style. No, they were going to do it piece by piece, and it's getting worse. So we need all the help that we can get, and you guys need to make this right.
Have y'all noticed how quiet the Latinos are on social media regarding these white Afrikaners getting refugee status? I see a lot of black folk defending Latino people on social media. In spite of what has been going on, I've been seeing a lot of black people on Latino people's side regarding what's going on with these white Afrikaners getting refugee status for something that isn't happening in their country. But I'm just wondering, why are y'all so quiet about this? Why are we louder than y'all? We shouldn't be louder than y'all. This is the problem. We should not be louder than y'all. But here we are. We are louder than y'all. Wake up.
Morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. Well, not for all of us. But anyway, quick question. Latinos, y'all have all this smoke for us. who has no power to send you anywhere, to take away anything from you. But y'all got all the puff for us. But y'all church mouse quiet on these white Africans they just brought in here. Huh? Uh-huh. I haven't heard a peep out of y'all about these South Africans who happens to be Caucasian that they're replacing you with. Yeah, see, it looks like they were ushering you guys out so they could move these guys in, because their complexion is for, you know, they have the complexion for the protection. So, you out there in. Where's the smoke? I've even heard white people get on here, and I heard them last night. Ooh, they had a mouthful for those South Africans. They said they not welcome here. This came from white folk. They told them they not welcome here. They called them lazy. They said they do not want to sit up and have to take care of them, and they're going to be getting temporary housing and long-term housing. Who was getting all that? Oh, yeah. So it looks like the farmers aren't the only ones they bamboozled. I just don't understand how y'all have so much hostility toward us, the ones who were trying to educate you on what was really going on. Y'all got so much hatred and disdain for us, but you coloring up to your enemies. Yeah, you're trying to appease your enemies. You want to say, we like you, we not like them. Well, them is through with you, so all you have is them, and they're showing you what they feel about you by wiping you out of here and replacing you with white South Africans and all the benefits and privilege they were giving you. Plus, looks like they're gonna fast track them. Looks like they're gonna fast track their immigration status. Yeah, their refugee status is gonna be probably rushed through. You know how it takes y'all forever? They'll probably be official by next month. Oh, and I heard another little tidbit. I heard that the first South Africans that they have arrived, that they are moving them to Iowa. Yeah, farm state. Anyway, Latinos, I'm really disappointed. Y'all supposed to be, you know, this big boisterous, you know, united community who always stands up. Where are you? Where are you? Why aren't y'all standing up for yourselves? Why aren't y'all going off on the powers that be like y'all go off on us, who has no power to affect your lives? Evidently we don't. Even our influence has no effects on you. So you're hating the wrong people, honey. You're hating the people you should be allying, who you should be an ally to. Because we've been there, we've done that. They can't trick us the way they trick y'all. But, you know, hey, to each his own. I just am sitting here waiting for your videos to pop up where y'all going off like y'all normally do about us or on us. I'm just waiting for y'all to have that same energy for the Trump administration. So until then, I will vote for Donald Trump.
It's been a little over 100 days since this administration took office. Until this day, I still get asked, how did Latinos, how did your community vote for him? And honestly, it is multi-layered and multifaceted. Let me tell you that I am also not one of the people that voted for him. And I say it's multi-layered, multifaceted because I think there's multiple reasons. Sure, there's a concern around misinformation and disinformation having taken advantage of our community or having people confused. I think that's one part of it. Another part of it is, frankly, racism, misogyny, the fact that many Latinos didn't want a Black and Asian woman to take office, the fact that many Latinos thought that because he is a man that he would somehow save the economy or do a better job at the economy, when in fact she actually has a degree in economy and fully had laid out plans and told us that what would be happening as far as the tariffs are concerned. Kamala Harris did tell us what would happen, and here we are. But I also say that it's multifaceted, multi-layered, because there is machismo that exists and internalized oppression, internalized racism that exists within our community, the Latino community. There's also colorism that exists within our community. So many of us are raised and brought up to believe that darkness is a bad thing. That if you're more claro, if you're more lighter, that you will have it better or that you are better. Like many of us are socialized, whether or not even our families are aware of it, but are socialized to believe things like that, to want to be closer to whiteness, to be bought into proximity to whiteness. And a lot of people don't want to talk about that. They don't want to admit it, whatever. That is their own thing. But I am naming the things that are prevalent in our freaking community. Anti-Blackness is a major thing that exists in our community. Okay? All of this stuff contributed. But I will also say the lack of empathy for immigrants. The fact that people feel like because they're second generation or third generation that they are better because they didn't have to immigrate here. This country was stolen from indigenous people, from white people that immigrated here. Again, something that people don't seem to want to talk about or acknowledge, but it is the reality. So for people to feel like, oh, well, you know, they're only going to take the criminal. No, you see what's happening right now. You see what's happening right now. And Latinos, so many Latinos that are now being like, oh my gosh, I didn't know it was going to happen. Oh, I regret my decision. Oh. Well, look at you now. Look at us now. Look at what's happening. Look at what's happening. If you want more of this type of content, follow for more. Comment if you understand. Comment if you understand.
Alright, there you have it. Actually, as we have seen in the videos, guys, Latinos are coming in the masses online looking for sympathy for the very own mistakes that they did to themselves. There's a thing that I don't understand with Latinos. I mean, alright, we get it. You know, you were being treated inhumanely, but you brought this to yourselves. You have to take it as a man and walk with it, because when it was time for you to do the right thing and actually vote for your best interest, you never did. You voted for hatred. You voted for racism. You voted for colorism. You voted for patriarchy. Now look at where it's taking you. A lot of your community has been the target, especially of ICE agents raiding your community. They don't care if you are a citizen or not. They don't care if you are born in the country. We've seen the orange man in church actually going to the length of trying to revoke birthright citizenship. This means that a lot of Latino communities actually would be affected, because most of them, you know, they might be citizens, but their parents actually are illegal immigrants. Now, if you are a citizen on the ground of being born on US soil, but your parents came into the country illegally, or your grandparents came into the country illegally, your birthright citizenship would be revoked. Can you believe that? This is what you've been voting for. This is what black people actually were warning you about, because, you know, you never listen to people of color. But the problem with your community is that you have a lot of colorism within yourselves. You have a lot of, you know, self-hatred. As we have seen the guy explaining there, Latinos are brought up to think that, you know, white adjacency or their proximity to whiteness is better. That will give you more opportunities in life. That will make you better than other Latinos, you know, who have a shade of darkness. We have a lot of Afro-Latinos who are less represented, yet they are the majority in most countries of Latinos. And this is absurd, because that is self-hatredness. This is Why? You guys, nobody is giving you sympathy. When you're coming here online and looking for sympathy because of mass deportations, people are coming back at you and telling you, well, you voted for this. You voted against your best interest. You know, you wanted this. You did this. You did this to yourselves, not anybody. Nobody did this to you, because this is what you wanted. You went ahead and voted for racism because you did not want a black woman, you know, to be president, because maybe of patriarchy, because you believed a man would do a better job. But look at what the man is doing. The man that you put in office, look at what he's doing. Look at what he's been doing to your community. Well, do you like it now? And you know what I don't get is that this guy actually warned you. He campaigned on mass deportations from day one, but you still went ahead and put him in office. This shows that your racism, your hatred for people of color, for black people, is way stronger than yourself. That is stronger than your sense of self-preservation. It is stronger than voting for your best interest. It is stronger than actually voting for your community, because you guys knew that your community have a lot of illegal immigrants, but you still went ahead and voted against your best interest, voted against your community, just because of hatred of people of color, the hatred that you've been brought with. This is wrong, you know, this is not right. And I'm happy that this man actually came ahead and made this clear. If you haven't watched, you know, that part of the video, go ahead and watch it, because he's a Latino, not my words, his words. Actually, he said it. He said the truth. He said that a lot of Latinos are brought up with the mentality that, you know, proximity to whiteness is better. And this is wrong, especially in this modern day age era. This is wrong. We are in 2025. And if you look at everything that is happening, you know, you are warned about it. You had actually a trial and error back in 2017. You had a trial and error then. The man that you put in office was building a wall against illegal immigrants. You had a trial and error back then. You had the chance actually to experiment back then. But now, you know, when it came to the second time, actually we thought that you guys had learned your lesson. But it seems that you either did learn your lesson, but your hatred was too much, or you did not learn anything. Well, this is what you get. When you F around, you find out. This is why black people and a lot of Democrats have been actually telling you, FAFO, F around, find out. This is your FAFO moment. This is, you know, you reaping what you sow. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what do you think about Latinos coming online looking for sympathy for the mistakes that they did to themselves? Drop a comment. Let's talk about it. If you're new, kindly consider subscribing. I'm your presenter, Joel Mugisha, for today. And don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your friends and family. And as always, see you on the next episode.